All right. Hey, guys. So, we're excited today. This is a... Are you recording? Yeah, cool. This is an exciting moment for us because, I've got a lot of your guys' response, and because my YouTube channel, or our YouTube channel isn't that big yet, I've got a lot of responses to my face, from the 5 people that I know that I see on a regular basis that told me that I need to change things up a little bit, or we need to do things. So I've been thinking about things we can do, and I'm really excited to say we're going to bring you an honest review. A really honest review on a game console that just was released. And I don't know if any of you know, I have a fetish for mini consoles. I own the NES, the Super NES, and I also own the PlayStation Mini, which you all know is probably the worst system of all time, or at least it was dubbed that.
Isn't the PlayStation? Is it just PS1? Isn't it?
Yeah, it was the PS1. And I played the PS1s over at friends' houses, but I was always a Nintendo nerd, so I never saved up my coin for it. When this thing came out, I thought about buying it. It was $99, and then it whoppingly went down to a mere $19. I picked this up thing for $19. I honestly thought about buying 2 of them because the controllers cost more than the system, and I thought about just like getting an extra controller. But honestly, it's sweet, and I bought a adapter online, and I got it through my buddy Adam, who has a Amazon Prime account. Awesome, and we'll put the link below where you can get this. But if
really,
you can,
because I don't know where Amazon Prime is.
I mean, you'll know where Amazon Prime is, but you might not know where the actual USB stick is. We bought this USB stick. It was like $9. We plug it into the front of the system, and it literally downloads every game that you could possibly want on the system, even if it didn't come with it. I mean, for $29 with the stick, I think it's well worth it if you can find one. It's been an awesome console, but we're forgetting that console. We're moving right on to the new Sega. The Sega, yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are reviewing games or the console?
Well, listen, I've played Sega many times in my life. I never owned one. Some of the fondest times I had were with the Sega, which is really weird to say because I own more Nintendo stuff now. But some of the best times I ever had growing up were with the Sega. I would always seem to go over to the kid's house with the Sega and not the Nintendo. I don't know what that was. I don't know if he was a badass or not, but I would always go over to the kid's house with the Sega. We would play, you got some Sonic the Hedgehog, but, when I had already purchased several at-game Sega clones, I was very disappointed, and I wasn't going to do it anymore. Guys, we're reviewing the brand new Sega Mini.
Is this brand new?
This is brand new. This is fairly new. This has only came out within the last year. New-ish, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
All right, just tell me a game to play so we get something going in the background.
Well, I think we're gonna play a game that Adam's never played before.
To put that clearly, I never had a Sega. My cousin had one, so I have vague memories about Sonic 2, and that's about it.
And let me tell you guys, everybody has vague memories about Sonic 2, because after 5 minutes you didn't want to play it anymore. So
Sonic 2 was the good one.
I'm just joking. But to be honest with you, we're just gonna play a game on this. These are some of the top Sega titles. Like I said, Sega designed this console. This is not an at-games console. This plays amazingly well, and I'm very happy with it. And I would have to say, I think it might be better than my Super NES and my classic NES. And I had to wait in line. I had to take off work to wait in line to be number 1 for both of those days. I mean, people were selling these consoles for $400 and $500. I kept them because I was a trooper. So this console is totally flown under the radar. I want to do a little quick review on it with Adam. He has not played any of these games, really.
I gotta tell you, one thing I don't like already.
It's amazing. And he already says he doesn't
controller,
like something.
Just to move it over one space is very...
Let me tell you something. I thought the controller was amazing. That's probably why I do so poorly in Metroid Prime, because I'm playing off the Sega controller. But let me tell you something. I think the controller's amazing, and I think once you put it in, implement it into a game, you're going to feel totally different.
For the menu, it stinks.
Okay, so there you go, guys.
Just trying to move it over one space.
We'll do a couple categories, and we'll put this up on the screen for you. But we'll do a couple categories. I think when we're doing a good review, what do we have to do? We have to keep in mind what? The menu, a mini console. The menu, rate that 1 to 5, right?
The menu's horrible.
How good is the menu? And Adam's already saying the menu is horrible. I think the menu is great because I know what game I want to play. He doesn't understand any of these games, so he's going through it and saying this is bad.
So here's my problem with it. One, there's not a lot of games.
Okay.
So that's what you got.
Okay,
but then
let me tell you something. There's more games on this than there is on either the NES or the Super NES. There are more games.
What to do? But so then you have a very lack of games. But then you can sort them by different ways.
Yeah, come on, man.
Why?
Genre.
Why?
Number of players.
Date release.
Released it. I want to know that stuff.
What is it?
Now, let me tell you something.
And then it doesn't tell you anything about it.
It doesn't need to tell you anything about it. It just needs to tell you that it's the first. Come on, common sense release date.
Or is it the last?
First one.
Which way is it going? Ascending or descending?
It's common sense. Don't make it harder than it should be, my friend. It's the first one and the last one. So let's think about it, okay? Don't make it any harder than it should be. You're already upset with the other things. You don't need to make it worse, okay?
Well, hurry up and
you don't need to throw them under the bus.
Just hurry up and tell me a game to play so we can stop looking at the menu for the last 5 minutes.
So I would say initially there's a couple of games that stick out to me just here. I'm going to say Contra because Adam, let me tell you about Adam. If there's one thing I know about him, if you think he's good at fucking Metroid, if you've watched Metroid videos, if you watched our First Timer versus Pro, like, you're going to see Adam's really good at Metroid, but he's really good at Contra too. He's one of the few people I know that can actually beat that game, and it is very, very repetitious, and it is very, very mine. So I don't want him to play that though, because I think that's kind of stale.
Hurry up.
So I think we should probably play a game that was originally made for the Sega, that was hard to get, that they've actually included on this mini console, and that's 1-Up.
This thing?
And I wasn't talking about 1-Up cabinets. You did exactly what I thought.
I'm just gonna start.
And now just read that.
Oh, come on.
You gotta read that. Come on, you gotta read that for people that are dyslexic.
Game Arts brings you an action shooter featuring Alicia, a girl who controls lightning, wield auto-aiming lightning, and the power of 4 summons to fight off attacks from all sides and blaze a path to the Sky Temple. That is the most poorly written description I've ever heard in my life.
That made this game even more important because most people wouldn't read that like you. They're like, this is
horrible.
Bullshit. Let's play this game.
There's no way you can read that like properly.
Okay.
Because it's like bad English. It's definitely someone from Japan wrote that and then just translated it.
Okay, I'm feeling a very Zelda-ish vibe here. I'm feeling a very...
Only because it kind of looks like the intro of Wind Waker.
Yeah, okay, I feel that. This is going to be an amazing game, and we're going to actually give you guys a review on this console, and it's going to be very bipartisan because you're going to have one person that's never played it. It's going from totally clueless to someone who's been around the Sega. And I think it might be really interesting because we're in quarantine right now. This thing retails for $79.99. I know I paid that for it, but it did go on sale for $49.99 and $59.99. And I'm going to be honest with you. You guys don't know what game to buy right now. $49.99 or $59.99 for a whole console with packed full of games that you can just play with somebody who maybe might not be that technologically advanced in the game. World, you know?
Monster Select Thunder and
this is one of those consoles that you can play with your mom. I highly recommend it. And I think you'll be able to do it. It's very simple. And I think, honestly, they've done a great job. And I think these graphics... So there you go, read it.
Once again, the silver star fell from the sky, unleashing evil and destruction for the second time. The one person who can save the world must seek out this object.
Okay.
Wow, the suspense is killing me. What is the object?
This was like...
She's a girl, so it's probably a pair of high heels on sale.
Well, could be. I mean, let's think that maybe some girls might subscribe to our channel and they don't think that's rude. Okay, so right now I'm feeling definitely a Barney Barney exclamation. Whoa! But I don't know what you just did there.
I don't know either.
But that looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like it.
Oh, select? What am I
Well,
selecting?
A select was hit, folks. And
Oh, now I have a orange dragon. And she hiccups every time she gets hit.
Ooh.
So what is...
Guys, I'm just going to sit back and watch this for a minute and kind of take it in before I say anything else.
No idea what's
So
going
give me a minute, and I'll let Adam loudly say what his mind thinks.
This cave is... Well, it's one of those things, like, I have no idea what's going on, or why.
Now you know how it feels.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You
or
suck!
Why I'm doing it.
You suck, and I'm way better. Even though no one's seen me play, I can say I'm way better.
You can say you're better.
Makes me feel better right now.
But we will come back next time with
All right, guys.
a lot less
we're
menu
gonna
time.
play. Yeah, we're gonna get into this game.
So we will see you.
See ya.